Morning. I'm normally off on Wednesdays from going live, and it's not live at 5. It's live at what, 6:18. But I was running some errands, and I'm waiting on my son to do some laundry. So I decided to pop on and say hello to everybody. I'll be surprised if people get on. There's probably my overseas people are sleeping, and I'm just chilling. So what do we got going on this morning? Tony, how you doing? Pete, what's going on? Bumit, happy. Oh, damn. Hello. Shit. Six has got a lot of people up. What's going on, everybody? I love that one. Be bald guy 1121. Get a life. I love it. Tristan, you're definitely done studying. Well, that fucking sucks. I don't want to stop anybody from studying. So, Tony, in order to lose body fat, how much cardio is needed? None. Zero. Cash, my man, what's happening? You don't need cardio to lose body fat. You need to be in a caloric deficit. It's two very, very different things. Cardio does help because it does provide caloric expenditure. But Lee Greenwood, no workout for me today either, buddy. But caloric expenditure is and caloric deficit is what gets you weight loss. Little Big Gains made a sarcastic comment on a fitness addict video, but he didn't catch the sarcasm and gave me a hard comment. Good morning, guys. I don't think he'll catch the sarcasm, dude. I really don't. I don't even think he's the one that. I don't think he's the one that was trying to strike all my videos that I made about him. I really think that it was somebody in his camp. What's up, Hyperion? Should you do some squats after you get off work in a couple hours? If it's leg day, yeah. So you definitely should. Tony, how much? I was answering your question. How much cardio do I recommend for fat loss? I don't recommend cardio. I recommend intense training and getting your heart into the fat burning zone, but straight cardio, just the jogging and the pounding of the knees and the ankles and the lower back. I haven't done any cardio in this cut at all. It's Liberhino, what's up, man? And Cash has always squat no matter what time of day it is. Abso-fucking-lutely. From Sri Lanka. Damn, what's up? And do you suggest that the knees go far from the toes during a squat? I mean, they should be right. They should be. If they go in front of the toes at all, it should be very, very minimal. So, very, very honestly. So, but as for back to the question, like cardio, like how much cardio is needed to lose fat? I mean, that's a misnomer. I mean, oh, Tony, no problem. I just wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure you heard the answer. But you don't need cardio, dude. You really don't. Kevin, how to lose weight? Being in a caloric deficit. Sign up to everydamndayfitness.net. You can use the code loyalty10 for anybody that signs on to these, and you can get 10% off one of my personal coaching packages. I'll be your personal coach. That's how you'll lose body fat. I've got a couple people losing some serious ass weight right now, including myself. My weigh-in this week's gonna be fucking sick. So, Els Wimdor, please talk about how to deal with the spiritual aspect of yoga. If one is an atheist, I feel it is a turnoff for people. To me, it's more about like getting in tune with your own body. There's not really a spiritual aspect to yoga in most places. There won't be in the yoga we provide. So there you go, man. When we're up and running, you can just do our yoga. We're probably gonna do it more than once a week too. We were talking the other day. We're probably gonna do live yoga sessions to your home with a question and answer afterwards, for very inexpensive, for less than $5 per drop in, and there'll be a monthly package thing too put to it. But there'll be there won't be a spiritual aspect to it. You might say namaste at the end, but that's just kind of like a thank you. It's a tradition. It's not spiritual. Let's see. Kevin, cool, man. Like I said, loyalty 10. Ryan, you got to go write a paper. Go write your paper. Go get your fucking homework done, dude. Cal, what do I do for forearms? I don't do anything for forearms. I really don't. I try to use my wraps and grips as little as possible. So, Kaz Hadjic, if I could go back in time and give your past self some advice on what to do better in this crazy year in which you've achieved so much, what would it be? Fuck. Kaz always coming with the early ass morning questions. Oh, coffee is so good. I would give myself the advice to make to start making plans to do the leap earlier. Like, I always thought this was going to be a hobby, and even when it started being very likely that I could change it into something full time, I didn't jump on it fast enough. I mean, I could have started taking risks a little earlier. So that's about it. So that's really honestly about it. I've enjoyed this last year fucking immensely. It's been an experience and a half, to say the least. So, and I'm very famous in India. You suggest me to many of your friends, and you love my roast. Thank you very much, man. And like I said, I do owe you guys a Fitness Addicts roast, and it will be coming. It is not easy to find time to do roasts. It just is not, because they take a while. They do take a good bit of time. They take time to break apart, and then they take time to edit, and they take time. Then I have to come up with the material, kind of, and then it takes time. So Connor the Baka, what's happening? You watched some of the fake Mercs videos last night and watched what he got off the bench. It's hysterical. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, it really is. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, he's a fucking clown. That's truly what it is. He's a fucking clown. Why in the fuck would anybody ever? He's a clown, you know. I mean, and he's showing such little lack. He's showing such lack of knowledge. Like that shit with him and Nick Wright recently, where he was claiming that Nick Wright was gonna was gonna get red lighted for his lift, his 405 bench press if he did it in competition. Meanwhile, that's how he bench presses in competition the entire fucking time, you know, and it's just fucking ridiculous. He's the type of person who, when he has an opinion, he tries to find ways to fill in his opinion. His mind's not open to change. Like, you know, I'll be the first to admit, I wasn't even a big fan of volume training, and now it's what I'm fucking most known for. I was, you know, once I found it and I researched it and I tested it out on myself, I saw the results. I was like, fuck, this is awesome, you know. Finland checking in. What's up, Emil? Awesome. Quotation marks. Do I have Wi-Fi or am I streaming on mobile? I'm streaming on mobile. It's on my business phone. So, is it possible to build muscle and lose fat at the same time? It's possible. It's not very easy. It's very, very hard to actually just even hold on to muscle while losing fat, and especially if you're doing it quickly. That's why I watch my nutrition meticulously right now. Let's see. Hey, Dem Dude. Haven't been on the channel in a while. Absolutely enjoy my videos. God damn, thank you very much. 1 rep max. Dude, no joke about the girdle. You could hella see it through his shirt. You can see it through his shirt. You can see it through his fucking shirt. This dude fucking flaunts himself as a fitness expert. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's insane. So, right. And what it's a constantly, I'm 40, guys. Yeah, I'm 46. I don't make excuses like that. You know, I do give it as a misnomer of like, this is what you can be at 46. This is what you can do. This is possible. You know, I mean, and there's plenty of guys my age that are in way better shape than I am too. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I might be one of the strongest ones for my age and my size, but you know, it is what it is. Kaz Hadjic, would you have your who would you have on your fitness team in an effort to approach health, exercise, and nutrition in an obvious way and educate people? Myself, of course. I would definitely call you in. I think nutritionally you could provide some excellent tips. And of course, like if I had like Dream Team, it would be like Athlete X and fucking, you know, also all his crew, because Steve Shaw, you know, I'd fucking just bring in everybody, you know. But anyway, Mr. Pete, Cardio is done. 30 minutes on the elliptical, 5.4 miles. Good job, dude. If you're going to do cardio, I don't mind the elliptical, but I don't do it. So, sorry to leave. Got to hit the weights. Go hit the weights, man. The game. Kilomax. You enjoy watching these live podcasts while you're taking a dump on a toilet? Okay. Hey, this is Happy. If you let people talk and teach, it shows sometimes about themselves. It really, really does. It really does. Mr. Dr. Clark, what the fuck's happening? Mike Rodbro, what's going on, man? How's the baby? That's a good cup of coffee I got there. Abso-fucking-lutely. They just don't have to be your employer. All right, cool. No, abso-fucking-lutely, man. Dunkin' Donuts has saved my fucking ass a couple times. I love their coffee. I swear they put like crack in it or something like that. Not because it's too strong, just because I love it. It's addictive. Low Reps, what's up? Emmy, what's happening? Just watched the girdle video. He wears to feel more masculine. It's like fucking hysterical, like at this stage. You know, I had somebody say, well, aren't you afraid he's going to make a video on you? I would highly doubt that. You know, he may. I'm not saying he's not going to, because he's mentioned my name before not too long ago, and I was kind of fucking shocked, to be honest. Because all I talk, the normal things I talk about is him being a fake mark, because he's a fucking lion-ass piece of shit fake mark. And now the fucking fake girdle thing. And I mean, and the only and people used to, there's always been weird comparisons, but I mean, let's be real. He supposedly started cutting months before me, and I mean, if you're a fitness expert, and it takes you like 6-7 months to fucking to cut weight and still look kind of rolly, you know, that's pretty fucking pathetic. I mean, that just shows a lack of willpower. It shows mediocrity. I mean, he's a mediocre person doing a mediocre job at best. That's what it is. Little big gains. Have I seen Blahino's comment? I bet you that's not Blahino's. That's probably not his real account, dude. And no, I haven't seen it. So I'll check it out here shortly, but I highly doubt that's from his real account. There's a really, 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 really good fake Blahino account that fooled me the one time. It's a really, really, really good fake account that it looks like it has all his videos, but they're just liked videos. So it probably isn't him. Have I checked out the barbell machine, Hyperion? No, I have not. Bahamut, I hope I'm getting your name right, dude. What's the best set and rep range for hypertrophy? That is like that is a like 5-hour-long podcast in itself. For real, like there's no best rep range and set range. There's really not. There's so many variables into it. It's the rest in between. It's how hard you're squeezing on the concentric and how much you're focused on having tension on the eccentric. There's so many variables that it can't be just spoken. You know what I mean? And you can't narrow it down, because like, you know, you can do 10 reps and have it be ineffective if you're just whipping the weight around, or you can do 5 reps and have it be super effective if you're doing it right. So let's see. Roger, opinions on taking supplements in one hit. Currently taking creatine, beta-alanine, citrulline, maline, WCAs. Take one 2-liter bottle to work. It's convenient to have the water bottle there all day. Yeah, that sounds good, dude. I don't know why. I mean, the citrulline, I only take on workout days, but yeah, that sounds good. Dr. Vios went to the doctors the other day. It turns out it's mild pressure on your L5S1. That's not cool, dude. I hope they have some treatment for you. I'm Ulick. I haven't seen you in a while. What did you do to increase the size of your shoulders? What worked best for you? Having a bit of trouble growing them. My shoulders are a lot genetic, but I've done years and years and years and years and years of heavy dumbbell military press. Heavy fucking military press. And now, what I'm using is in my training programs, there is a lot of supersets on your shoulders. There's a super, like it's push-pull supersets. So if I have straight arm pull downs for my lower lats, and then it goes straight into face pulls. And I love face pulls. Face pulls are great for the rear delts. My rear delts are pretty good. But you just got to hammer them, and you got to make sure there's a good squeeze. Go slow. Don't be whipping the weight around, because that's how you really feel it. You should feel a good burn in your delts. So, Hyperion Fitness, Ari the Girdle. Got to watch the Pudge somehow. Yeah, no shit. Pascal Schmidt, haven't seen you in a while either. What the fuck's up, man? Just had your wisdom teeth removed. Dude, I remember I had mine, two of mine removed when I was a teenager, and I drove myself and all like that because my parents were both at work, and so I drove myself, had them done, drove back, because back then they didn't give a fuck. It was just, it was just Novocaine and shit. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, this isn't bad. I got a couple days, got a day or two off from school, fucking excellent, blah blah blah. And I remember the fucking second the Novocaine wore off, like the exact fucking second. It was not fucking fun, man. Shadow Empire, what do you recommend for improving chest gains? I'm working on that right now because my shoulders overshadow my chest pretty dramatically. And I wasn't able to work chest effectively for about a year because my shoulder was really bothering me. I know it sounds weird, but this was not a problem for my shoulder. I can't even do that sometimes. It gets weird. And this was a problem. So I'm basically going to balls to the wall, trying to put as much weight as I can and get all my reps in, 10 out of 10 for right now. And then the pec deck, I'm going slow and squeezing at the very top, like squeezing. So you just got to hit it, and I'm hitting it a couple times a week too. One Rep Max, how do you like your coffee? Big black coffee. That's what I big black coffee. And like for real, I mean I don't eat breakfast, so I try to take in no calories. Now, actually, Shredded Sports Science really did an interesting video on intermittent fasting. So technically, when you ingest any calories, you're not fasting anymore. And I agree. So I intermittent fast more for the way to reduce my caloric intake and still eat some bigger meals later on. Later on in the day. So, but I take my coffee black, and I have for years now. So I love it that way. Your wrist has been hurting for a week now. Probably visit the doctor. You probably should. Absolutely. No, physics class cannot wait, Muhammad. Go to fucking physics class. I'll be live tomorrow morning. Go to physics class. Go now. Kaz Hadjic. In your opinion, of course, in my opinion, of course, have most gyms today changed in a way that's such that they are soft and a safe place for people? They really fucking are. I mean, like, a lot of gyms have gotten that way. I belong to several gyms. One, I belong to Life Force Fitness in South Hills of Pittsburgh. It is a fucking awesome gym, and it is not very. It is not that way. I mean, it's heavy metal music and stuff like that. It's pretty fucking good. I will tell you this: the Warhouse owned by the Baileys. I've been there twice now, and it's a fucking outstanding, like, hardcore rap, fucking playing on the over the speakers, swear music, swearing in the music and everything like that, fucking just going balls to the wall. That's pretty hardcore gym. I also belong to a Crunch Fitness, and that's more for travel. So I can, like, there's one in almost every place I travel to, from a hitman job. Just kidding. And they're a pretty good gym. Like, they have 24-hour gyms and stuff like that too, but it's much more commercialized, meant for non like screamers like me. But Mike Rodra, what's happening? Have you ever do I ever feel like caffeine's effects start to become less on you? You can drink a large coffee in bed and fall asleep. I can't do that. I can't. I've got a pretty good caffeine tolerance. Like, I take like 400 to 500 milligrams when I mix my pre-workout when I don't have coffee. But it still gets me up and going. It really does. And but if I drink coffee, or if I take pre-workout or drink coffee past like 5 o'clock, or like at 5 o'clock, I can't sleep very well that night. So I try to avoid it. You bet Blauhaus cutting cake. God damn, I said his name. The fake Merc is just cutting cake. Probably, low reps, high sets. Fake Merc totaled mid 1300s in the 220 class. While you admitted to be blasting gear, all you need to know about his credentials. Yeah, that's pretty fucking sad. You know, damn, that's not good. But anyway, Hyperion Fitness Cash. I don't think they're dying, but fitness is as a whole is growing. Fitness is growing, yes, but I'll tell you this right now: fitness is not growing at the same rate as it's not growing at the same rate as fucking obesity. We just live in the most obese society there ever. I mean, it's really bad. It's responsible for like 70% of all illness. 70% of a lot of illness in the United States is preventable just by good nutrition and working out. I swear, it's fucking horrible. It makes it more expensive for all of us. You know, like I've been saying forever, I should get a discount. I don't access my health care. I really don't. I obviously have to pay for it. It's illegal not to, but I don't access my health care. Why should I not get a discount? You know, why should I not be able to at least write off the shit that like all the shit I do for myself, like my gym membership, eating healthy. Like, I mean, there should be some sort of deductible for that, because I'm helping save money for everybody because I don't access healthcare, and healthcare costs are healthcare costs, whether people realize it or not. Healthcare costs are already a socialized thing. All of our healthcare costs go up the more the people access it, because the insurance companies view how much people access in general their healthcare, and all of our prices go up. It is already a socialized thing. It just is. I know that's probably going to like get all sorts of people wigged out, but it's how it fucking works. Connor the Backa, you've seen it. Alpha Destiny is going vegan. Okay. You know, I mean, here's the thing about the vegan diet. I'd fucking hate it. I know I'd fucking hate it because I like the occasional whey, and I love my eggs and shit like that. So, but if you go straight vegetarian and vegan, you can do that if you're going to be ingesting some calories. A cutting diet, vegetarian and vegan, damn near fucking impossible, and to feel good about yourself. It really, really, really is. But it still can be done. Any nutrition plan can just about be done. You know, I mean, depending on how big the person is. Muhammad, starting strength training and boxing. You move on to something more than starting strength, man. Roman, ever suffer from sorry, my phone's cutting out. Still plays up. I don't get it. So, Kaz Hedrick, thoughts on bulletproof coffee? Why add that much? Why add that much calories to it? You know, I don't think it's going to have some magical effect to it. I really don't. So, I know it tastes good. I know coffee and butter taste good together. Anything tastes good with butter. I mean, what the fuck? Neil Nan, thanks for putting you in touch with Kaz Hedrick. You've got some good tips on where to start nutrition. He's fucking amazing. You're welcome. So, Bobby Gillen. Oh, and Kaz, by the way, I'm gonna have that ordered list to you here shortly. Bobby Gilman, good morning, brother. Thoughts on DAA for boosting test? DEA or DHEA or DAA? Oh, D-aspartic acid. You know, I took it for a while at night. I didn't see that much benefit to it, so I really didn't. But we'll see. I'll do some research on it, because maybe I'll add it to supplementation. So, good guy Alan, always keeping people on a track. I try, I really do, in my own asshole-ish way. I got about 3 more minutes, guys. I'm Mulek. If you remember correctly, you said that while cutting, sometimes you're in a 1,000-calorie deficit. I'm in more than a 1,000-calorie deficit. Is this a lot? And how much do you maintain muscle mass? Just high protein, low carbs. Here's how I do it. And I've said this on a couple lives, so I'm not giving away any trade secrets or anything like that. I ingest every day 170 to 180 grams of protein every fucking day, no matter what. It won't fail. I'll do whatever I have to make sure I get to that fucking number. Because that's what muscle retention is. And then I also make sure I get all the omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids I could possibly need. And I normally do that by taking 2 ounces of walnuts in it every given day. That almost guarantees it every fucking day. If you take 2 ounces of walnuts, you're almost guaranteed to have your omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, period. From there, the rest I build around carbs. So I can get all my protein and if I just want to eat walnuts, I can get all that in like fucking right at 1,000 calories. So I can eat 250. From there I can eat up to about 250 grams of carbohydrates in a day, and fucking crush it. It is still a decent amount of food. Like I still, especially since I only eat 2 meals. One meal is the protein, normally the heavy protein meal, which is normally a couple cans of tuna and maybe even a protein shake. And I do mix in some high fiber Nutiva high fiber hemp protein to make sure I'm getting my fiber in, because I get about 40 grams of fiber in a day. So I'm good to go all the way around. I take a multivitamin to make sure I'm getting my other stuff, and I take the protein will be mixed up sometimes with whole eggs, that sort of thing, to make sure I'm getting choline, stuff like that. So, and there's choline in coffee too. So, it's not as hard as it is, and it'll prevent as much muscle loss as possible. And I'm often in more than 1,000 calorie deficit. Often, like I believe yesterday. And it's hard to tell because it's just a guesstimation based off of readings in an app. But yesterday it should have been somewhere around 1,400. It's hard to tell. Like I'm losing a steady. Like when you lose 2 pounds a week, it's 7,000 calories. 3 pounds is 10,050. 4 pounds is 14,000 calories. That's the deficit. And then you figure out for the day. So if you want to lose 4 pounds a week at 14,000 calories, you're looking at 2,000 calorie deficit a day. Is that possible? It is possible. It truly is. You're going to be busting your fucking ass to move around, depending on the size you are. If you want to lose 4 pounds a week and you're like Boogie, Boogie could have lost 4 pounds a week, eating 2,500 calories, sitting on his ass. He easily could have. And that's a lot of food. I mean, if you eat health food, that's a lot of fucking food. 2,500 calories. Salad's very voluminous. It's nothing. Broccoli, you can eat broccoli till the fucking cows come home and won't get that many calories in it. You can fucking really fill yourself with that shit. You really fucking can. So, there's something to be said for it. There really is. Like, it can be done for an obese. And that's what with my obese clients. That's what I do. And they all lose anywhere from 4 to 8 pounds a week, and that's just because you're planning it out and you're giving them support, But I'm not lying to them. I'm not telling them it's okay. It's okay to have a Hershey bar occasionally. That's fucking ridiculous. I mean, is it okay for somebody who's in shape to have a Hershey bar? If it fits your macros, fucking eat away. But I'd much prefer to have rice. I'd much prefer to have something like savory, because I'm not a sweet guy anymore. I used to be. It's weird. I missed a bunch of questions now, and I'm gonna have to get off soon. So, looking for some little big gains gets answered. When volume training, do you gradually build up weight during the workout, or keep it eventually spread out and start with heavier sets? I keep the weight consistent through each exercise. I keep the weight consistent, and then if I need to change, if I get all 10 out of 10, I try to up the weight the next time, every single time. In the very end portion of my phase 3 volume program, it does do some drop sets though, and just because you want to challenge yourself as much as you can. And the crazy thing about it is there's no rest. I mean, it's just like it's supersets that it's supersetting, so you get as much as you can, and if you miss one, you drop a pin or drop 10 pounds. Tiny Abazon. Did I see the latest numbers related to obesity? It's crazy. Saw people. I haven't seen the news thing of it lately, but it is fucking crazy. I mean, it's insane. And I mean, you could just walk around the store and see it. So it's fucking insane. Dr. Vios, will I do a physique update on this channel when my cut's finished? Because some people like me don't have Instagram. I will, and I just got a notification that I got to get moving. I will be doing one, but hey guys, it's been good. A little extra chat. Got a half an hour in. I'm sorry I'm missing a bunch of questions at the end here, but I got to get going, man. My name's Alan Roberts. You motherfuckers know where to find me. God damn.